Tonight is a magical night where I choose the cat that deserves a new life.
2019, a year of cinematic innovation, the leap forward in motion capture technology in Alita: Battle Angel, the nature documentary quality of The Lion King's animation, the de-aging of Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Al Pacino in The Irishman. And just in time for Christmas, the cat's finally out of the bag in the nightmare-inducing digital fur technology of Tom Hooper's adaptation of Cats, which grants cat-like versions of Jason Derulo and Taylor Swift the freedom to do big dance numbers without the burden of feline prosthetics, only with CGI covering their entire bodies, not to mention Hooper's inexplicable need for green screen environments. All that dancing feels terribly inhuman. Cats is a big swing on the big screen, just as it has been in other artistic mediums. But at least on stage, this truly wild story of stray cats in London going to a big cat dance-off to see who gets chosen to fly away to cat heaven is backed by a very real physicality from the performers. As a film, Cats is rendered weightless by its special effects, as if the CGI leads every movement, rather than the actual performer. If you look closer, actors' faces don't always follow the body of their cat in scenes with a lot of movement. That be most of them. It's reminiscent of video game graphics from a decade ago. Among the first crew members credited with this travesty is choreographer Andy Blankenbuehler. Blankenbuehler's hard work is destroyed by special effects that take the human element out of one of mankind's most artistic expressions, leaving the dance numbers feeling flat and stagey, despite the obvious talent of its performers. The editing of these sequences is a hot mess too, as if afraid to linger too long on any character's face during a dance number to hide the fact that this cutting-edge tech isn't working. Luckily, the cast at least looks like they're having fun in most of the scenes.
What's your name?
Cat got your tongue?
There is an over-the-top, utterly wild strangeness to Cats that veterans like Judi Dench and Ian McKellen simply know how to play into their performances. The true star of Cats is ballerina Francesca Hayward, the new cat in town who is ready to compete for Old Deuteronomy, to send her up to the sky to be reborn as a better cat. Hayward's singing voice is lovely, but her character falls victim to a script uninterested in garnering any sort of emotional attachment. The only character even close to worth caring about is cat reject Grisabella, and that's because Jennifer Hudson imbues her two solos with mountains of raw emotion that not even the distracting CGI can diminish. Otherwise, the first half of the film is like a musical bombardment of guest performers that lead into each other one after another without a chance to catch our breath. James Corden hisses here, Taylor Swift huffs catnip there.
That's what I say to you.
The only exception would be Idris Elba's chief villain, McCavity, with the actor playing devilishly wicked between head jerks and meows. Often enough, however, something incredibly silly happens. The film's lifeless qualities slip away, and the cat drags in an undeniable camp value. Dench especially knows what kind of movie she's in and leans right into it, using the novelty of her specific stardom to milk her scenes for all they're worth. With moments like these, Cats feels at least a little bit in on its own joke. That quality makes it ripe for ironic viewings. This isn't necessarily a film that's enjoyable or worth paying to see, but expected to have long life in dorm halls and indie theaters.
Going to the ball could get dangerous.
Cats' special effects render it a lifeless disaster, but a few of its more charismatic cast members, namely Judi Dench and Idris Elba, managed to get a few licks in to add an alluring, ironic camp value. For more movie reviews, check out what we thought of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker and Six Underground. And as always, be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you like to watch IGN.